And anyone who's gone through the YouTube journey and doing this podcast stuff, or that's in media, or just that's creating a platform and started it from scratch by yourself with no clout, with no help. It's just me and the gang.
Yes, sir.
We got 1,000 subscribers, bro.
1,000, man. Let's clap that up, man. Clap it up. 0 to 1,000, man.
0 to 1,000, man.
I peek through the back, so we creepin'. Caps are blue, so you know that we begin. And I'm back for the night.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
We back.
Is back. Welcome to another episode of 7 p.m. in Philly.
Sir.
We back. Scoot.
Back, man.
Scoot, we did something.
Woo! Tell them what we did, man.
We did something. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, this might be little to a lot of other people, but to us and anyone who's gone through the YouTube journey and doing this podcast stuff, or that's in media, or just that's creating a platform and started it from scratch by yourself with no clout, with no help. It's just me and the gang.
Yes, sir.
We got 1,000 subscribers, bro.
1,000, man. Let's clap that up, man. Clap it up. 0 to 1,000, man.
0 to 1,000, man. And I think we figured out a formula.
We did.
We figured out a formula because it went from 100 and something to 1,000 within weeks, man. So definitely want to say thank you to everyone, every single person who has been on the podcast, every single person who has shown love, every single person who said keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and just a like, just a repost, just the little things, man, that matters and that contribute to the 1,000. And it's only up from here, Scoot.
It's only up, and it's not stopping. Hey, we said it.
This
train is going, man.
This train is going, man. And I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, very excited. And then, like you said, thank you to all the supporters, everyone who's like, yo, just keep going. Yeah. I see what y'all are doing. Yeah. Oh, I checked this news article out. Just even something like that, it means you're tapped in. It means like you're taking time out of your day to fuck with us, and that means a lot.
Right.
Thank you to Lindsay for coming on board.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay. And thank you, Scoot, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Of course, man.
You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, man, I started this shit by myself.
Yeah, dolo.
By myself, man. And, I was watching the episodes, I'm sitting there by myself, and I'm just kind of like, damn, like just seeing the transformation between me by myself, sitting in a chair, just talking, and now I'm here with you, I'm here with Lindsay. That shit is great, bro.
It's great, man.
It's great.
The growth is, it's really awesome to see, man. Yeah. Like you said, 1,000 might seem low to a lot of people, but hey, man, the milestones are milestones.
Right,
like, small or big, like we gonna celebrate the motherfuckers.
Oh, absolutely.
Best believe we hitting the town tonight.
Oh yeah,
10 toes on pavement, y'all.
Oh, for sure. We in the streets tonight. By the time y'all see this, it's gonna be too late, but we in the streets tonight. And
buns might be shaking tonight.
Oh, buns shaky buns. But yeah, man. But if you see us, show love.
Yes, sir.
I'll take all congratulations and all that shit. But at the end of the day, man, keep subscribing, keep putting this out here, and keep showing love, man. We appreciate it, man.
We do. From the bottom of our hearts. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
1,000
sir.
subscribers. We just keep going, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ready to jump right in?
Like we always do.
Let's get it.
Like we always do in this time. All right, bro. We always start with our Black History. Since it's Black History Month, we have to pay homage to our heroes.
Yes, sir.
Our heroes that are current and our fallen heroes.
That's right.
Who are no longer here with us. So, did you want to start? I started last week. So, did you want to?
Yeah, I'll start.
Yeah,
I'll definitely start. This one, it's very close to home, and I got like you said, heroes here and fallen.
Yeah,
this hero of mine is here.
Yeah.
And I got to start off by saying a big congratulations to my big bro, Charles Moses Golden III, a.k.a. Mook, a.k.a. Mook Diddy. AKA my big bro.
Yes, sir.
I gotta highlight my brother.
Yes,
Mookie,
let's clap
man.
it up for him. Let's clap it up for him. Shout out to you, Mook. Shout out to you, baby.
Mook and my sister-in-law Jen just welcomed their second baby girl into the world last night.
That's beautiful.
222 birth.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
She's already an angel.
Ooh, 222.
222. She's already an angel. But I gotta give Mook his flowers while he's still here, man.
Of course.
Mook is the absolute hardest working dude I know. My brother, man, he's just always been a hero since I was born.
Yeah.
Since I was born, and I've always looked up to him. But Mook, he's had a long journey, man. Athlete, not really touted, but ended up walking on the University of Maryland wrestling team, making a team.
It's amazing.
Wrestled for 5 years, became team captain, became very, very good at the sport, despite, he's going through some hand struggles. He's had surgery on his hand and his wrist, and the doctor told him he might not even be able to use his right hand, his dominant hand again. And he said, fuck that, I'm wrestling in a couple months.
Right.
My man, he's just a soldier, man. And then on top of that, like, he is a great businessman. He's a franchisee of Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
He's an owner-operator of 12 stores in the Southwest Virginia region.
Let's clap it up for that, man.
Clap it up, man.
We got to clap it up for that, man, because at the end of the day, man, there's a lot of people out here who can't damn near run one. Right? I mean, so just having that,
yeah, man.
I mean, under his belt, that's a big accomplishment, man, especially for a brother.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I'll never forget, man. He was probably like 16, 17 years old. He always worked. But we picked him up from work one night, and he was like, I'm never going to work for anybody in my life. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it myself, and I'm going to do it my way. And he did it. Whenever he puts his mind to something, he does it, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mook. Mook, I love you, boy. Yeah. And, franchisee Jersey Mike's. Go get yourself some Jersey Mike's. That Italian, that number 13, hits every single time Mike's way. Get that Italian in your belly, man. Do yourself a favor. Treat yourself. Yeah. But, yeah, man, Mook it's only going up. Yeah. It's only going up. There's some stuff I can't tell y'all that he's working on, and it's just phenomenal, man. Just every day, just even getting him on the phone, it brings a joy to my day. Yeah. It highlights my day. And I have to say, because I'll get fucked up if I don't say this, but there ain't no Mookie without TT Lyle Golden, man.
Shout out to TT. I love TT, man. Your sister is great.
She's one of a kind, man.
She's one of a kind. The personality, the strength that she has, and the respect that she demands when she walks in the room.
Right when she walks in the room.
Dog, like when your sister walked through, it's kind of like, I wish you would.
Damn right.
Nigga, I wish you would.
Damn right.
But once you get to know her, she's the most sweetest, down to earth. When she has your back, she has your back.
She got your back, and she has both of her brothers' backs to the motherfucking wheels fall off. So, Mook Diddy, my hero, man. I love you, kid.
Yeah, shout out to you, Mook. Shout out to you, TT, for sure, man. I'm going with my dog, John Lewis.
Ooh, that's a great one, man.
John Lewis, man. A lot of people, they should know about John Lewis, but they don't, because he's not one of the people that's highlighted, but he's done so much. He has his documentaries out. He has books out.
Yep.
And, he was on the front line with MLK.
Front line. Standing right next to MLK.
Yes. And a lot of people, during that time, like, that is tough to be there with MLK in the front lines and still be alive to tell the stories and be around. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
and we talk about the 60s, bro.
Right.
The 60s.
Right.
In the South.
Yeah. And I believe he passed away a couple of years ago, I believe. Yeah. But he lived a very fruitful, long life, and able to tell the stories of MLK and what we went through as Black people, and how far we've come. And just seeing his face and seeing him around just kind of lets you know, like, damn, man, we've come so far to where, and for him, like, just going through that time and where, we couldn't drink from the same water fountain. We couldn't be on the same bus.
Had to eat from the back of the restaurant.
Right. We couldn't go through the same entrance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Schools were separate. You know what I mean? So, so with him being around to tell these stories and have that insight from him, it's such a big thing, man. And he was a part of the original Big Six civil rights leaders, man. So shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Man.
If you haven't had a chance to watch his documentary, I believe his documentary is on.
I want to say Amazon Prime.
Amazon, if not Amazon Prime, I believe it's on HBO Max or something like that.
Great documentary.
Yes, great documentary. This man has done a lot. I believe Obama gave him a medal, or I forget what.
It was some recognition. Damn.
Yeah.
I forget what. I know what you're talking. Fuck. What was it?
Yeah.
I forget. We'll get it.
Yeah. But shout out to him, man. He's definitely one of the leaders and one of the heroes that are not like highlighted as much. But he's done a lot behind the scenes, and he's done so much, and he's even served in Congress and all that stuff.
Man.
Just coming from there, man, like you got to really understand how far these people have come. And I think as younger folks in a younger generation, we take for granted not being born around that time.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean?
Like what they went through, man.
Right. You mean like when we were born and the time we came in, it was kind of like right after all the nonsense and all that. You know what I mean? And we were able to go to schools with whites. We were able to drink to the same water fountain. We were able to come into the restaurant proudly through the front entrance.
Absolutely.
I mean,
play sports with them.
Yes, we were able to do everything with them because the people before us was able to deal with that and tackle that to make sure that we didn't have to go through that.
100%, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So definitely shout out to those folks, man, and definitely shout out to John Lewis, man.
Yeah, shout out John Lewis. Rest in peace, King.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your contribution, man.
For sure.
And go look up on John Lewis if you're not familiar, man. Yeah. Like he from segregation to Congress, that's just it speaks volumes.
Yeah. And this might be our because we're doing it in the month of February, so this might be our last folks that we kind of cover because Black History Month will be over by the time we shoot our next episode. So I just want to say before Black History Month is over is that we need to really educate ourselves about our history.
Yes, we do.
It's important.
It is.
It's really important because I feel like a lot of shit that people talk about, a lot of shit that people say and get away with is because a lot of Black folks are not educated enough on their culture.
Yep.
We need to be educated enough on our culture, know what happened and what really happened.
Yes.
And I'm guilty of it, but I've been doing more research. I've been reading more books regarding my culture, regarding Black culture, regarding I'm Haitian culture also. Yeah. We have to know where we came from. We have to know what we went through, because if we don't know what we went through, then how are we going to know, how do we teach the young, how do we pass on that information? So use Black History Month as a stepping stone to educate yourself on Black history.
Absolutely.
So
definitely the history is important, man. There is no today without yesterday.
Right.
And how everything is shaped is based on what has already transpired.
For sure.
Definitely read up as much as you can. And honestly, America ain't America without Black people.
Nah, man.
We built this shit.
Yeah.
Whether you want to believe it or not, it's the simple truth.
And not Cat Williams, the basketball player,
Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns. He got some flack. They had asked him about Black History Month and so on and so forth. And, he was saying that, America was built on the back of Black folks and so on and so forth. And I read the comments, in the comments where people were saying that, so the building that you're in now was built by Black people and Black people only. Like, you got to understand, obviously we didn't do everything, but we did a lot.
We did a lot.
We did a lot. We came over here on through slavery and against our will, and they forced us to work. They forced us to build these things. They forced us to do these things against our will. Yep. And that's where it comes from. And a lot of people, before you go ahead and comment and write these nasty comments and all these stuff, do your education.
Absolutely. Because if you want to play semantics like that,
right.
No, did they build the buildings? No. But you know what they did? They gave people free fucking labor so that they can build up stupid amount of wealth so that they have money to build these fucking buildings.
Correct.
So take your stupid ass comments and leave them to yourself, y'all. The comment section is disgusting.
Nah, it is. And it's pure ignorance. It's pure ignorance, man. And it's like, for me, if I don't know something, I'm not going to comment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my research.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do my research, educate myself, but I didn't know that. But it seems like a lot of times people are just so quick to kind of like, boom. It's the same thing with the Beyonce thing. Like, Beyonce's country music. Oh, yeah, leave out country music and, leave country music alone. But I was like, you know what? I didn't know much about country music and where it originally came from, but came from us.
Guess where it came from.
Guess where it came from, guys. Do your research. Educate yourself, because a lot of times when you read the comments, well, leave white people, leave country music alone. We don't come into your rap music. You do. Yeah, you do.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
And you love it.
And it's
okay.
Right. And we don't care, bro.
We don't care. We're very welcoming people.
Yeah.
We're very welcoming.
And that's the thing, man. As black folks, we're very welcoming, but it's not the same in return.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not.
So it's kind of like it's country music. Music is music. Let it rock. Let it love. It is what it is. I just felt like I had to touch on that because it,
absolutely
kind of correlates with, a lot of stuff when it comes to Black History Month. So
yeah, man. Yeah. Black History Month. Happy every month is Black History Month, y'all.
Yes, sir.
If you do your research enough.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, and I think we should, as black folks, we should do our best to continue to celebrate each other and celebrate our wins and celebrate our fallen heroes and celebrate the people who are around now who are making the difference and highlight them. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we still need heroes. We still need people to do things for the community. And so that's why when I see people like Mookie doing this, it's kind of like, yo, bro, like growing up, we were always taught as black kids that, in order to make it out of the hood, you have to be a basketball player. You have to be a rapper. You have to be something, a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that. But no, you can own franchises of fast food chains.
Absolutely.
And still be successful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
There's so many different ways to make it in this country. That is the beautiful thing about being American. There's a lot of ways to make it.
Absolutely.
The game was hidden from us for so long.
Right.
And like you're saying, now we're exposed to a lot more information. There's a lot more lanes opening up, and we can be successful with whatever your passion, drives you towards. So, it is people like Mookie. There's Mookie ain't the only one,
Nah,
John Lewis ain't the only one.
Nah, at all.
And we need to highlight these people. We need to shed light on these people that are doing great things, not only for themselves, but for the community.
Yeah, for sure.
For the community.
Yeah, they have to show these kids, man, that, listen, man, you don't need to be this in order to have this.
To prosper, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a regular person, but put in the work. Do that. Do this. I mean, in order to get where you need to get to. You know what I mean? I feel like there's this false narrative that you have to be this great, be a big basketball player or a big rapper in order to attain nice things. Nah, that's not always true, man. Or be a drug dealer or this and that. Nah, that's not true, man. You can be a regular guy, just, get your stuff in order, network with the right people, get your money right, get your credit right, and you can attain those things. I mean, and Mookie's one of them. So shout out to him, man, and shout out to Black History Month. Let's keep celebrating black folks and keep showing each other love, man, and sticking together. So yeah,
100%, man. Shout out to us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to us.
Shout out to us, man. Shit.
Right, man. But yeah, moving on to I just mentioned drug dealers and oh boy, was she one of them.
Man, she top 3 in my book.
Yeah, she's big, man. She's big, and she just goes to show you that women can do anything.
Man, powerful, man. They count them out. They count them out.
And she was ruthless.
Ruthless.
She was ruthless. She was ruthless.
Blooded.
So if you guys have not watched Griselda on Netflix, please do so.
Do yourself a favor and go watch that shit.
Go watch it.
It's like 5-6 episodes.
Yeah, it's very short.
Very short.
Very
Limited
short.
series.
Yeah, limited series. But it's great. It's great. Shout out to Sofia Vergara.
Yep.
She does a great job.
She does.
Does a great job.
She does, man. She killed it.
Looks nothing like Griselda though.
Absolutely nothing like her. Way finer than Griselda.
Oh yeah,
ain't no amount of makeup in the world to make her look busted.
Yeah, nah. And they were saying that they need to put all this makeup on her to make. I was like, I don't give a damn what you put on her, what type of makeup you got to put on a fat suit or something like that. You mean you got to put on a suit or something like that in order for her to you got
to put on that Miss Doubtfire get up.
right. Only way she's gonna look like Griselda, man. But
I gotta say, man, respect to him, but her son was bugging out. Michael Corleone was like, my mother was beautiful, and they got Sofia Vergara not representing my mother properly. And if you look at the side by side, I think you might want to take that one back, my G. Again,
I don't know.
All due respect, Michael Corleone, but
yeah.
Sofia Vergara got your mom on that one, bro.
Yeah. Sofia Vergara.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
But great show, man.
Nah, it's great.
She was a boss, bro. Like, the show started off with a bang. If you haven't seen it, you might get a couple spoilers, but
right.
It ain't gonna be too crazy, but
yeah,
man. I loved how the show started off with a bang.
Yeah,
I was very entertained all the way through. They kind of started like late in her, her career.
Yeah, they didn't give you, and that's the one thing. That's my only gripe.
Yeah,
I would say with the show, they left out a lot of stuff.
They did,
and it was kind of all over the place.
It was, and that's why I was very shocked to find out that it was a limited series because. If you look at Narcos, right, you look at Pablo Escobar's story, they had 2 full seasons.
Correct.
And that was pretty much like, just call it 10 years.
Yeah.
They tried to smush Griselda's story into like 5 episodes. That was like 10 years.
Right.
Even more. And they did it pretty tastefully, but I would have loved if they would have really got into the nitty-gritty of like, because she started out in New York City.
Correct.
They didn't even touch on New York City. No. And that was like how she became her.
Right.
She went to New York City. She got it popping. She went into an untapped market, got it really popping with the pure Colombian cocaine. And then she went back to Colombia. Mm-hmm. And then she went to Florida. Mm-hmm. And that was, that's years of time.
Right.
And when she was in Colombia, she's schooling a young Pablo Escobar. She's schooling, his cousin. And I would have really liked to have seen the coming of age of, the godmother.
Yeah. And I feel like they did her a disservice by doing that because it's kind of like she was more influential in that culture than, that the Netflix show gives off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, you would think that during that time, like her and Pablo were equals.
Shit, he was under her.
Right. Exactly. So it's kind of like, and Pablo, when you look at Pablo, Pablo is one of the biggest narco figures there is.
Absolutely. If not the biggest.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's just kind of like, doing that, and it kind of made me. Did they do that because it was a woman?
Raises the question.
It's just maybe it was a woman, so maybe
Raises
they didn't want to make it seem that she was that big, or she was the one that kind of schooled Pablo to the game, or kind of put him on in a sense, whatever the case may be. So I don't know. It leaves speculation.
Yeah, and I had the same thought. I also speculated maybe because that she was a woman, and they didn't treat her seriously. In the show, the cops didn't even believe that a woman was behind.
Oh, absolutely.
So and if you really dive into the story, maybe that they're a little embarrassed that they fumbled the fucking ball mad times because they didn't believe a woman could have power of this magnitude.
Correct.
So if you really, tap into the story, she fucking, dude, she went crazy, bro.
Yeah. And I think the reason she had to go crazy was because of that.
Absolutely.
It's the lack of respect. Because it's kind of like, and looking like who she was, I think, they made Sofia Vergara seem like, I guess, more like angry and more dominant. Because when you look at Griselda, she was short, little chubby lady. She looked like somebody's, grandma, somebody's auntie. So she looked harmless. She didn't look like someone that, you know, you should be afraid of until it was time to be afraid. Absolutely. And at that point, it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think they kind of messed that up in a sense, and you know, it takes away from the actual story. And I thought it was the same people that made Narcos, but it wasn't. So I was kind of like, maybe that's why, because it seemed like Narcos kind of gets it right for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. There's not too many gripes about Narcos. Like, I think the biggest thing I heard about Narcos was, you know, the accents. And the Spanish dialect. Like, come on, man. Come on. It's acting. It's entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, in order to get that, you know, that authentic, you know, watch, they got to speak Spanish.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, you know, it's not like you watching an Asian flick and, you know, the mouth don't match with the words.
Man,
and all like,
the dub-overs, man.
Oh, my God, man. It's to be
the Kung Fu movie
the Kung Fu used to be crazy. They'd be like, where are you from? Where are you going? Yo, the mouth's still moving right after it.
Still moving. Like, the words ain't come out in 8 seconds.
Right. We are going to fight. Your kung fu does not work here. I'm like, yo, bro,
this is fucking nuts, man.
It's wild. So it's kind of like, yo, in order to keep it authentic, you had to read the subtitles. I mean, I'm not a big fan of subtitles. I mean, you know, because after a while, it's like, you know, sometimes you want to multitask. Like, you have to watch that shit.
You got to watch it.
Unless you understand Spanish. Like, shout out to all the Spanish motherfuckers, because y'all get the heads up on that, because y'all can actually multitask and listen to what they're saying. Yeah. But other than that, you got to read the subtitles. So my fucking ass be sitting there like this, like,
reading along.
With my slow ass reading ass. I be like, pause, rewind, let me see what they said again. Slow and ass reading.
I had to rewind that shit.
I gotta rewind, like, big ass paragraph, like, pause. That's what they said. You be mad as shit when watching that shit with somebody else and they're a fast ass reader, and then you gotta pause it and you be like, yo, what happened? I'm like, oh, nah, you know, I wasn't paying attention.
I had to catch that.
You gotta catch that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I wasn't paying attention, so I had to eat. So, yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's wild, man. And speaking of, you know, the knock on women, like, even the detective who was, you know, on the case, what she was dealing with, you know, just trying to bring some fucking do her job,
right?
Just do her job, and they weren't taking her serious, and she was on it, bro. She was on it. It reminds me of American Nightmare.
Oh, absolutely.
With the woman cop who broke the case,
absolutely,
because she did her fucking due diligence and didn't let some bullshit get into the way of bringing justice to a criminal. I
mean, honestly, bro, I just think, like, you know, especially back then, man, there was a lot of, you know, dudes were sexist. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, you know, women, you know, they believed that women deserved to be in the kitchen, you know what I mean? And didn't, you know, respect women when they have real jobs. And you see that there, you know what I mean?
It's clear as day.
You see it there. You see it, you know, dealing with Griselda and how she had to, you know, her husbands treated her like shit and she killed all of them.
Got them the fuck up out of there.
Killed all of them.
Got them out of there.
Because it's, you know, they didn't believe that a woman was able to do that, man. And you know, yes, she was ruthless, but you have to have some respect for her, and even more respect for her to be able to do that back then.
Back then, man.
Man. Like, because dudes weren't censored. It was just kind of like, and it wasn't just like, you know, all right, she's dealing with drug dealers, so okay, they can be ruthless. But it was just regular Joe Schmoes that was ruthless, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have respect for women. They didn't look at women as equal. And even obviously, still to this day, we still deal with that same issue. But back then, that shit was worse.
Yeah, it was. It was really bad, man.
I mean,
it was really bad.
So, yeah.
Not too many gripes.
No, not too many gripes. But they did leave out one big significant part of it was her boyfriend while she was in prison.
Yeah.
Charles Cosby.
Yeah,
he played a significant role in Griselda's life while she was in prison. He was the one that was kind of like the man outside for her.
Yeah.
He was distributing for her.
Cracking.
He got it cracking. And if you don't know who Charles Cosby is, he has a documentary also on Netflix. Also,
Cocaine Cowboys too.
Yes. It's really it's pretty old, so don't think you're gonna find something that's like, you know, that's newer. It's pretty old, but it kind of gives you it sheds the light on his relationship with Griselda and how Griselda didn't play that shit even with him. He his ass started messing with a white girl, and Griselda found out and put a hit out on him. Put a hit out on him, homie. He got shot in the arm. Shot him in the arm. She was trying to kill his ass. But he was able to get back in Griselda's good graces, and
slick talking ass nigga from
Oakland.
Yeah.
He's an Oakland pimp. Oakland pimp. He had the shiny ass hair and all that. He was an Oakland pimp. You know what I mean? Man. You could see it, but he made so much money off Griselda, man, and was moving to work. And back then, man, I don't even think that it was the drug dealing that was the issue. It was the killing.
Yeah, it was the killing.
It was the killing. It was the bodies.
It was the killing. And the bodies were dropping on the daily, what it seemed like.
Yeah.
And they was in bunches, man. It was the killings. The drug dealing, we'd already know about the drug dealing, man. Everybody had a hand in the drug dealing, but when you start dropping bodies and bodies and bodies, like they gotta come after you.
Yeah, and I think that's what the problem is, and I think that's what gets a lot of these narcos back in the day. And it's kind of like same thing with Pablo. He was killing government officials and doing all that. He just kept killing motherfuckers, and it was kind of like, all right, well, we can't let you keep killing people out here. You know what I mean? So,
especially blowing up planes
just to kill what, 2 people. I'm going to kill 100 and something people blow up a plane with 100 and something people on just to kill 2 people.
And it wasn't even on the flight.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
Bro.
I mean, so, when those things happen, I think that's where the issue lies. And I think that's where, that's where people start getting arrested. And it's like, somebody has to be held accountable.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They left. So they definitely left a good chunk of the California story out. Mm-hmm. But they tied it up well. Yeah. I liked obviously this is not a spoiler. Like Griselda got out of jail. Mm-hmm. I think she did 8-9 years or something like that.
I don't know, because with the Netflix shit,
it was very unclear.
It was unclear. It's like she got out of jail and then boom, she was gone. Whatever. And and I don't want to spoil. I mean, at this point, man,
it's history, bro.
I mean, at this point, if you haven't watched the shit, man, I'm spoiling shit. Fuck that, man.
Yeah.
She gets out of prison. Prior to getting out of prison, they kill 3 of. She had 4 sons. They killed 3 of them.
Killed 3 of her sons.
3 of her sons.
One by one.
One by one. And then they end up killing her somewhere in Colombia.
Yep, because when she got out of jail, she was in jail in Southern California or wherever in California, and she got deported back to Colombia.
Right,
got her ass out of there expeditiously.
Yeah.
They got her. And what's crazy is they said that she kind of started this assassination by they come up on you on the motorbikes, and drive by and shoot you with the Uzis, right? And that's how they killed her.
Crazy.
Full circle.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And for me, I've always asked this question. Like, these drug dealers, man, she made enough money to disappear.
Easy.
All of them.
Easy.
Pablo, Griselda, El Chapo. The list goes
Cali Cartel.
Yeah. The list goes on and on and on. Like, they make so much fucking money. They're like, all right, well, now you have the opportunity to disappear. Why don't you leave? Because you get into the business because you want to make money. You're broke, you're poor, you're trying to take care of your family, you want to take care of your kids, you want to put yourself in a better situation. I get it. That's the everyday struggle. You make the money, you make millions and millions, and especially back then, millions of dollars, dog, you're gone. Just disappear, enjoy the rest of your life. But I think these people have a fascination and an addiction to the power.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And then it takes over their life. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think that's the cause of it?
I think it's the power. I really think, the game is designed so like you build this up, like you're saying, right? You make all this money, but then if you disappear, what you going to do?
Enjoy the money.
That's what we would say, right?
Right.
That's what we would say. But for somebody who is performing at such a high octane and such a high like rigorous schedule, you need that. It's like an athlete who makes all this money and they don't have sports anymore. They lose themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I really think I think the power is 99% of it. They build up this power. You have all this stuff. Like I would, if I were in that situation, and it's easy to say, but I would pass that shit off to the next up and comer, right?
Yeah.
Like Griselda pass off to Pablo.
Yeah.
Go off into the sunset.
Right.
But if you build up this establishment of such a crazy operation, and now you're dealing with the governments.
Right.
You got government handlings. You have to continue producing that. You just pass that off and go, off into the sunset. Right. Happy go lucky. But I think the power gets to a lot of these people. I think that the game is designed to keep you in because, like I said, the governments are involved. So they're going to get their chicken.
Right. But, for me, it's just kind of like history repeats itself.
Absolutely.
And as history repeats itself, as these drug dealers go on, it's kind of like, don't you learn from the guys before you?
Yeah.
You mean your prior successors? You mean, and and it's kind of like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Go away. Because
take your chicken, man.
There's two things that's going to come out of it. And I'm sure now El Chapo, as he's in prison now, he kind of is like, man, I wish I would have took this money and fucking left.
Yeah.
Because now he has to spend the rest of his fucking dying life in prison.
What do you think it's like for him in prison? You think he got a cushy?
It depends what he's at.
It depends where he's at.
At this point, he probably doesn't have a cushy because he's escaped.
Yeah.
So now they probably having a max. He probably 3 hours a day? Gets 1 hour of some sunshine?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he made them look like fools. Yeah, he's locked down.
Yeah, he's locked down. He escaped. And for me, if I was him, I would have been like, yeah, I'm not going alive.
Yeah.
I'm not going
I ain't going back.
I'm not going back. Yeah. I'm not going back. Like, you have to spend the rest of your dying days in prison.
Yeah.
After being on top, having so much fucking money.
Yeah.
Just leave. Disappear.
But the thing about the leaving part too is, like, once you leave, right, like the governments are involved, they will use all their resources to find you, right?
Yeah, and I will use all my resources to stay away.
Yeah, you're going to be running for the rest of your life.
But if you go to a country that doesn't have, what is it? Extradition? I mean, all right. You mean? Yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck where you go, bro. Money talks.
That's a fact.
Money talks, bro. Money
99% of people got a price.
Yeah, exactly. So you telling me Pablo could have left? Pablo had billions and billions and billions. I'm sure there's still money that Pablo buried. Is still buried.
Absolutely.
Somewhere.
Pablo could have left. And he was just so stuck on the principle of what he was trying to do. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out.
Right. Bounce.
You could have been, he could have been left like 15, 20 times, bro.
Right.
And he was like, nah, I'm doing this for Colombia. And it's like, now you made Colombia turn on you. Right. Because you're blowing up fucking planes and laundromats and killing kids.
Right. And killing cops and their families and all that. Women. Yeah, nah. He was tripping, man. But it's always, for me, it's just kind of like, damn, dog, like, you have all this bread. Be out, go live your life with your family, go do whatever you want. You can do at that point, you can do whatever the hell you want on this world. Go do it. Bounce.
Pablo was touching billions in the 80s and 90s.
Right. Money coming in. He was burying money, burning money.
Man.
He was burning money.
I'm out of here.
Like, come on, bro. It's wild, man. But
catch me on an island.
Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't watched Griselda,
go check that out.
Check it out. I think it's a very good show.
I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Overall, it's good. They left a lot of stuff out. A lot of these shows, they don't get it perfect, but once you watch it, I think it'll push you to do some more research on it.
For sure.
And it's entertaining.
Yeah. Netflix has had some good drops recently.
Netflix has definitely stepped their game up.
They have stepped their game up.
They come a long way.
I just finished and I got through this one, the Vince Staples show, man. And this dude is very, very rapidly creeping up my entertainer list. Yeah. Because I've been following Vince for a couple years now because he's He's come on the Joe Budden podcast a bunch. He's called in on the podcast a bunch, and just the way he talks and the way he breaks stuff down is on such a different mind wavelength than most people operate, and so Absolutely. He's very intriguing. But to see him now put this show, and he's been talking about what he's been having in the works for a couple of years now, to see it, it's absolutely incredible, and it's very energizing for somebody like me who's getting into the film space and the show space, and just knowing that he wrote it. Yeah, he's been denied and denied and denied. Come back and rewrote the script, and just been working this show for years, and to see it. And watching it, you can just tell this was his vision. Yeah. And he didn't take no from anybody. Right. He got the no's, but he didn't take them. Yeah. And that's just off the top what I wanted to say to Vince, to give some kudos to him. But man, this show is fucking good.
Nah, it's a great show. It's funny. Once you watch
it's relatable as hell.
Yeah. Once you start watching it, it's kind of like it's one of those shows like it speaks to you. Like the shit that happens, it's like the shit that happens to you on a daily basis, or that has happened to you, and you're kind of like, did this shit just really happen?
Right.
Or this is the shit that people think. You know what I mean? And they don't say. You know what I mean? So I definitely think it's a great show. Shout out to Vince. He's funny. Yeah. He's relatable.
Very relatable.
And he comes from where we come from.
He does, man. You don't got to be from California to relate. And everybody who follows Vince Staples know he's a very heavy Long Beach motherfucker. Yeah. And we from the East Coast, and it's very relatable.
Right.
And just right off rip, man, the first episode, it's just relatable, bro. Like you can be going through the most hectic fucking day. Yeah. And by the end of the day, you come home, your woman's there. How was your day? It was cool.
It's cool.
It was good. Right. Meanwhile, there's fucking chaos going on in my fucking mind. Right. I got arrested. Right. I got fucking hit by a car.
Right. And then I believe he got arrested on was mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity.
Right. And it's kind of like that shit happens all the time. all the time. Like, I mean, it's kind of like as a black man, like I've been pulled over and they're like, oh, hey, yo, I'm like, why did I get pulled over? Oh, you kind of fit the description of someone we're looking for. Something's happening in the neighborhood. We've kind of fit the description. I'm like, nigga, no, I don't.
Nah.
Well, the description is because you black.
Yes.
That's the description. You know what I mean? And
how you see the description you're driving, bro?
Right.
Get the...
Right.
My bad.
Yeah. Don't do it. But that's what really happens. And you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's kind of like, then the whole time he's in there, they're treating him like, yo, it's whatever. Like, oh, it's like a whole mockery. Oh, you're so-and-so, and they're rapping and all that, whatever. And I feel like that's the type of shit that really happens. Like, cops would arrest you. You're someone that they know. Yep. And then they'll just, can I get tickets to your show?
Right.
You think I could rap? Can you think I could feature on yours? They think that shit's fucking funny.
They think you're a circus clown, man.
They think you're a circus clown. They think you don't have feelings. They think you don't have a real life. They think you live in this different universe that they live in. And it's kind of like whatever. And then, at the end, they're like, oh, yo, you're getting out. Oh, well, what happened? Wrong person.
Spent your whole fucking day in jail.
Whole day. No apology, no nothing. It's kind of like, all right, yo, be good.
No type of compensation for my fucking troubles. Nothing. Just go ahead. You go home now.
Yeah.
You just wasted your fucking time.
Right. Oh, you need a ride? That's what he goes. Oh, yo, you need a ride back to your car?
The funny shit, though, about that was the dude in the jail trying to make music.
Oh, that was the best.
That shit kills me.
That was
people
the best.
Always trying to get on like, yo, listen to this. I got this for you. Yo, check this out.
Yo,
get out of my face.
It's the worst. And if you're a creator, dog, like one thing, like I would say just being around people like, famous people or people that's known, they don't like that shit.
They do not.
They don't like that
beings,
shit.
Man.
Right. They're because obviously if you're in a space with them, obviously, and it's a intimate space and it's a quiet space, and let's say one of your homies introduce you to a function, you go there and you're in that space with them. They want that space to remain like that, quiet, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they actually have more respect for you when you don't do the whole, yo, I rap, yo, or yo, I got this, yo, you think I could be featured on this, yo, you think I could work for you, yo, bruh.
We in a holding cell, my G.
Bruh. Bro, we had dinner, bro.
We had dinner, bro.
We had a baby shower, bro.
Right. Bro, we had church.
Bro, we had church. Bro, we had a wedding, bro.
This is like, come on, read
what do
the
you
room.
do? Like, read the room, but a lot of people do that shit. And that's why, like, for me, if I see somebody, and I've been around people that, you know, known people, and it's like, for me, yo, what up, dog? How you?
That's
good.
it.
Yo. And then the most I say, yo, the album, love the album, bro.
Yeah.
Good shit, man.
Appreciate what you do, man. Keep going.
Love your music, bro.
Yep.
Keep doing that shit.
Yeah.
And you know, they look at
That's
you
it.
like, yo, appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. And then if they really want your feedback, you know what they say? They'll ask you, they'll be like, oh, yo, what do you like? You know what I mean? What do you dislike? Is there anything you dislike? Blah, 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 whatever. But if they don't, nigga, keep it moving.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing, bro. And they'll have more respect for you. And if you do something and they find out about it, they'll be like, oh, you know what they'll say? Damn, how come you never told me you did it? Ah, come on, man. You know, everybody's always coming to you for that. They'll have more respect for you. And then you know what they'll do? They'll be like, yo, come holler at me. I got you. I'll put you on. I'll do X, Y, Z, pop.
Come fuck with me.
Come fuck with me.
Yeah.
They have that respect for you because you know why? They know that you're trying to put in your own work, your own grind, and you're not out here trying to clout chase.
Absolutely. Or to even be like, you know, I know this person. Y'all might be a good fit together.
Right.
I know this person. You know, I know that they looking for this.
Right.
I got you. I'm going to introduce you.
Right.
It's just fucking natural human shit, bro.
Right. And it's kind of like when you're dealing with these entertainers and you're dealing in the entertainment business, it's so cutthroat and so fucking shady.
It is,
and
man.
you can't meet people that are real, and especially like LA. When you go to fucking LA, man, that shit is. I didn't know until you got there. And the first question when people meet you, oh, what do you do?
Absolutely.
Who do you know? Where you from? And it's kind of like, bruh, can I enjoy my drink?
Absolutely. What's your Instagram?
What's your Instagram? Can we be friends? Oh, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, you want a link? Oh, you know that person? Oh, yeah, we got a link, bro. We got a link.
The link and build.
Yo, it's wild. It's wild, bro.
Yo, it's a fucking cesspool, bro.
Yeah, and it's different. Like, you know, I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, in New York, you can tell people, like, you name drop and do all that shit. You know what they're going to look at you and be like, so?
Get the fuck out my face.
Get the fuck out of here. Who cares? You're not him.
Yeah,
nigga.
right. Fucking weirdo.
Fuck out of here, son.
It's crazy too, because LA is such a beautiful place, man.
It is. It's great.
You know, and it's
great.
Just, people just come there on some other shit and try to make it, and just, you know, I lived there for 7 years, bro.
Right.
It's different. It'll suck you up and chew you out if you don't got your own type of identity, man.
Right. You got to be grounded. You got to be around the right people. You got to find yourself a little crew. You know what I'm saying? Because my dog Waz, Big Waz. Shout out to Big Waz.
Big Waz.
I mean, he lives out there.
He's doing a damn thing too, man.
He is. And you know, he's been able to navigate through that and find his core people. And every time I go out there, it's always love, man.
Yeah,
it's always love.
You think being from New York has a lot to do with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. When you grow up in New York, man,
you're a different beast.
You're a different beast, and you can kind of tell the real from the fake. You know what I'm saying? Off rip, man. You can kind of weed through that. So I think that's why he's able to do that. And then people respect him because he's honest and he's real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's not out there trying to show face, trying to do that LA shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another thing. And it's rare because it's rare, you know, in that entertainment space and in that, you know, in that realm, it's rare to meet someone that's real because everyone's trying to get put on. Everyone goes out to LA. It's like, you know, the land of, you know, what do they call it? The land of dreams or city of dreams or whatever the case may be. And it's kind of like everyone's searching for that dream. Yeah. And they will do whatever they need to do by any means necessary to obtain that. Yeah. So it's scary. So, but, you know, I say that to say that, you know, that Vince Staples been able to weed his way through that and get the show and do what he's doing. That shit just shows a real testament of his hard work and what he's been able to do. So shout out to Vince, man.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Vince, man. Yeah. If y'all haven't watched it, go check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, because that shit is amazing. You will not be disappointed. Yeah. Especially, I think it just hits different for black people.
Oh, for sure.
It just hits different for black people, man. There's just a couple episodes, like the bank robbery shit was hilarious. The family reunion shit, hilarious. I think we've all been in one of those circumstances. So
I haven't got a chance to watch the family reunion episode. I still got a couple of episodes to finish.
The episodes are quick too, man. Like some of them are like there's maybe one or two that are like 25 minutes.
Okay.
One of them's like 17 minutes, 20 minutes. Like it's real quick, easy watch. I think I watched it in a night, bro. Like, I think I started at like 10 and I was done by 2 o'clock.
Okay.
It's very quick, and that might be even giving it too much time. Like,
got you.
It might have been like 2.5 hours, bro. Like easy peasy, great watch again, man. Shout out and congratulations to Vince Staples on getting the show off the ground, man. I just know he's gonna on to bigger and better things, man. Be on the lookout for Vince Staples, man. He ain't just a rapper.
And and it's the thing, man. And being in this space and being as a creator and doing this with you, Scoot, it just kind of sheds the light that us as young folks trying to make way or trying to find our way in the entertainment business or in the media realm, like there are a lot of young entertainers and a lot of young folks out here who are doing their thing, and they need the space, or they need the recognition, or they just need the opportunity to show their stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we live in a day and age where there's a lot of gatekeeping.
Oh man, whole lot of gatekeeping, whole lot of stinginess,
right?
Not a lot of community.
Right.
But like you said, when you talked about LA, man, if you find a good crew and you stick with your crew and you network, you're going to have to sift through a lot of bullshit. But like there are people out there, man. Yeah. I got to give a shout out to my man, George 2.0. I got to give a shout out to my man, Fred. Like there are good people who are doing big things that are willing and open to giving a game. Yeah. And schooling. Yeah. But you gotta ask questions, man. Closed mouths don't get fed. Like I have hours long conversation with both of those. Those are just two of my dudes. Mookie being another one. Just asking questions, man. Like just picking their brain and just like, I'm going through this right now. Like, what type of advice could you give me? Oh shit, like, we building this podcast. What type of YouTube advice can you give me? You're doing this. You building podcasts, you building shows and networks. Right. What type of insight could you give me? All right, this look like this. What some? Oh, switch the setup. All right, cool. Stuff that'll help you get to the next level. For sure. People also have to know how to receive information. Yeah. Because there's levels to this shit. Yeah. And if you're not ready to take a step, you need to be real with that. Right. You need to be real with that. You need to look in the mirror, and that's the hardest conversation to have. Yeah. Because if you take that step and you stumble and you fall down 5 steps, you might not make it back. Yeah. Yeah. Seen it happen millions of times.
And then, in this space, man, you got to be able to take criticism.
You have to. You have
to. It's constructive. It's constructive criticism. So, it's, shit started now. A lot of people told me, like, all right, yo, you need to do this better. You need to do that, whatever. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing things wrong.
No.
You're doing it. You're doing it. And that's the part, but you just have to, all right, tweak this, tweak that, do this, do that. And it's a learning process, and you got to be able to take that criticism, man. And I feel like being in this space and talking to a lot of people and a lot of other creators, they don't take criticism well.
No, they don't.
And, and there's a difference between criticism and hate.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I think the lines get blurred sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone's giving you criticism, but they support you, and that's criticism, bro. If someone doesn't support you and just come out and just say some nigga, that's hate.
That's hate.
You know what I'm saying? But if someone has your back, they've been there with you, or they're interested in your work, and they're telling you, okay, you can do this, you can do that. That's criticism, bro. Take that for what it is. And work on it and be better. You know what I'm saying?
If nobody's giving you criticism, they don't care about you.
Right.
And it's as simple as that.
For sure.
Simple as that, man.
Yeah, man. All right. What do we have next?
Man, it's going crazy out here in Pennsylvania.
Oh boy.
It's going crazy out here in Pennsylvania. Boy. This is funny, but it's not funny, but this shit is hilarious, dog. My man, where was it? You said it was in Delco, Delaware County, man. So you got to tell this story because you got it. You got this one.
Man, you know, so you know, I just
try to get it right.
I'm just gonna say
there's only one way to say it.
This guy has gotten 12 DUIs.
That's with a 1 and a 2.
12, bro. So I don't even understand, how do you even get 12 DUIs? How do you, like,
12?
12.
I thought they locked your ass up after like 3.
Right. So for
12?
me, like, the way my brain works is kind of like, this man has gotten 1 DUI. You know what he does? He goes, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna go back in whatever car or get another car or somebody's car and just continue drinking. And number one, he's got to be an alcoholic.
Has to be.
That's the first step to it.
Yeah.
He's an alcoholic that just gets access to cars.
He's a finagler, yo.
He gets access to cars and he just goes on joyrides. And it seems like at this point, the police knows who he is. I don't know how. I've never been to Delco. I don't know what Delco consists of. Is that like a little town? Like,
I really don't know. I'm not familiar either.
Linz, what's Delco? Is Delco like a little town? What's that consist of?
It can get shittier than South Philadelphia.
Nah, man, I fucks with South Philly.
I do too. I fuck with South Philly heavy.
South Philly's cool. South Philly's cool. So it must be a little town where there's not much police. There's not much crime going on there.
Everybody has to know everybody.
Yeah,
right?
So they're probably like, hey, Bill's at it again.
Bill's on the road again, yo.
Bill's on the road again, And it's like after 12 DUI, so it's kind of at the point where the cops pull him over. It's kind of like, Bill, not again.
Bill, we've been through this 10 times already. G.
Right.
Stop getting behind the wheel.
Right. Or Bill might be like homeless, must not have a home, and it's kind of like he likes getting arrested because he likes the bed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
shower.
He likes to shower.
Free meal,
3 hot to the cot. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yo, you know what?
Gym time.
Gym time, a little rack.
Yeah,
I like the bread that they serve there. Little tea, little biscuits that they offer there. It's
the bologna is top notch.
Yeah, exactly. Oscar Mayer bologna.
Oh, disgusting.
But for me, I just don't understand how this man is still on the street, and it just goes to show you, man. Like 12 DUIs, bro. Like, what are you waiting for? Number 13 before he kills somebody or kills himself?
That's the big thing. Like, he definitely needs to be locked up.
Yeah.
12 is a lot, bro. He's trying to set a record.
I'm such a dirtbag.
What you do? Yeah.
So there's one of my friends, man. She got 3 DUIs, right? Ooh. And then as soon as I seen this article, I sent it to her. I said, you know what? Anytime you feel so bad for yourself, just look. It's not so bad after all.
He got quadruple on you.
Come on, man. He's got you beat.
Oh, man.
He's got you beat.
How'd she take that?
She thought it was funny, I guess. She hit me with the ha.
Damn.
She hit me with the ha.
It could always be worse.
I was like, it could always be worse, man. So anytime you feel you're having a bad day, you feel bad about yourself, that you can't drive, look at your homie here. He'll never get a license ever again.
License is done. Forget about that. He don't give a fuck about a license, though.
My thing is like, you're never getting your license. And if I'm the insurance company, do we insure this man?
Fuck no. No insurance. He shouldn't even be able to buy a car. Yeah. And if he gets a car, they need to have him fucking blow the breathalyzer to unlock the doors, to sit in the fucking seat, to unlock the steering wheel, to turn the radio on.
Right.
To turn the lights, he need a fucking breath detector.
Yeah, he gotta blow on the fucking handle before he gets in the car.
Turn the heater on.
But that's why I say he probably has access to vehicles.
Yeah.
And he's probably, because at that point, if it was his vehicle, in order to get into your vehicle, once after so much DUIs, you gotta blow into the machine. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he has, that's something he has to do. So for me, I think he just, he probably this Delco is probably dirty area, and not so much going on around there.
Nah.
So he probably has access to a junkyard. So he's probably like, hey, Rob,
let me get that ride.
let me get that Ford F-150 you got back there. Does it have a little gas in it?
I just need a quarter tank, man. I'm just going down to the tavern.
Yeah, I'm just going down to the tavern. I'm going down to the Irish pub.
Gonna have a couple car bombs.
A couple car bombs.
Jaeger, woo!
Yeah, another Jaeger. They got the citywide.
Citywide.
They got the citywide for half off.
Oh man,
That dirt cheap. They got it for half off.
Half off. Happy hour special. Late night
special. Late night special.
Oh man, hey, Billy Bob is going down in the DUI Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah, he is.
12 is incredible.
Yeah, he's going down in DUI history. Man.
He will not be allowed in Canada.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But my whole thing is just kind of like, how were you able to afford it? You know what I mean? Like,
because them fucking fees and fines.
Yeah. I've been on the unfortunate part of getting DUI. I've gotten one before. Yeah, whoever wants to judge me, kiss my ass. But I've gotten one before, and it's horrible. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, when
you sober up, that shame hit you.
That shame hit you. And then, for me, it was terrible. I got caught out in Westchester. And
what was that like? That sounds scary as fuck.
It's in Westchester, not much crime happens out there. Nobody's getting killed. So the cops, when they get a DUI, it's like it makes their day. It's like, DUIs, vandalisms, and maybe some domestic violence. Maybe some white dude beating on his wife or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the most that happens, or maybe an underage.
Yeah.
That's entertainment for them out in Westchester. So when they called my black ass out there, man, they was just like, we got one.
Hot tamale.
Hot tamale. And you know what the crazy part about it? I wasn't even that drunk though. And a lot of drunk people say that. I wasn't even that drunk. Honestly, what happened? Like I was
feel that way,
right? I was at the bar, and two of my coworkers, chicks that were arguing with each other, and I'm just like, yo, man, I ain't got time for this bullshit. And so there was arguing, and I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go sleep in the car. At this point, I was fucking drunk. I was fucking Jaeger bombs and Jaeger and all that shit. So
that shit creep up on you too.
That
man.
shit
Holy
is. I would never drink that shit ever again. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go in the whip and I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna, So I slept it off. But what happened? Jaeger fell on my shirt.
Oh, so you could smell it.
So you could smell it. Yeah. So when the cop pulled me over, he was like, oh, yo, have you been drinking? And I was honest. I was just like, yeah, I was drinking earlier, whatever. And, but I went to sleep. I slept it off, and now I'm driving home. And he was like, all right, well, I can smell the liquor on you, blah, 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 whatever. I was like, yeah, somebody spilled a drink on me, whatever. But I was like, I'm good, though. And he was like, all right. And it was fucking cold outside, bro. It was cold. And I had this cheap ass jacket. I thought it was cute. I had this cheap ass fake Usher,
thin ass jacket.
Thin ass, you don't have to call jacket.
Shit.
That shit was thin as fuck.
Yeah.
And fam, the cop, and this is where the cop was like, yo, man, dickhead, it's cold outside. And he was like, yeah, walk a straight line. And motherfucker, I'm shivering, bro. I'm like, officer, I can't do this. I'm cold.
Yeah.
Like, it's too cold out here to do that. And so they made me do all that shit, whole song and dance. And then after that, he made me blow in the joint, pause. And it was just a little bit over. And he was just kind of like, and he went back to the captain.
He could easily let you go.
Went back to the captain and the lady cop, and she was just kind of like, no. And then that was it. That was it for me. It was history after that. They fucking threw me in the drunk tank. You know what I mean? I was in there with a whole bunch of motherfuckers, and it was a wrap. That shit was embarrassing, bro.
Oh man, that shit sounds horrible.
I mean, they took my license for what? They took my license for a month. And, I just had my son during that time, and he was little, and I had to drive. I had to ride my bike, You mean to go see him? So it was kind of like, nigga, I became like the Lance Armstrong of the hood, bro.
Oh shit,
Nigga, I was pedaling my ass everywhere, dog.
Cavs was popping.
What? Nigga knew when I was coming, nigga.
Oh shit.
Nigga see me coming, bro. I was Lance Armstrong in it, bro.
That's funny.
You know
as
what I mean?
hell.
But yeah, man. But the DUIs is
Sucks,
wild,
bro.
man. But shout out to Bill Delco, man. I don't know what's his real name.
Yeah, Bill Adelka, man,
yeah.
you're impressive, bro.
Yeah, you're
12
impressive,
is
man.
impressive.
He's
Hopefully you don't kill nobody
hopefully you don't kill
or
nobody.
yourself.
Right. But he's definitely going down in the Guinness Book of Records for the most DUIs, I think.
Hall of Famer, first ballot, Bill.
Yeah.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob Adelco, man. Shout out to you, bro. Stay drunk.
Yeah, stay drunk. Stay drunk, my friend.
Stay drunk, my friends.
Drink irresponsibly.
Yeah, right. You took it right out of my mouth. Drink it responsibly.
Man.
But yeah, man, I think that's all we got, man.
That's all we got. That's all we got on this fine Friday night, man.
You got anything else for the people?
Hey, like we said, we about to touch the streets, man. We're gonna celebrate this 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And again, thank you all to tapping in with us. And yeah, man, I'm very excited to see we on the 5,000 next, y'all.
We on the 5,000. Stay tuned. I'm guessing we get to 5,000 in the next few months, I would say. I mean, you want
to take a guess?
What, we're in February? 1 month, 1,000. But I think that, we started figuring out the formula. So I would say 5,000 in April. By April 15, we're going to get to 5,000.
April 15?
Huh?
May 1st?
May 1st. All right, May 1st.
Okay.
May
April,
1st.
May 1st?
Right before my birthday.
Okay.
I mean, my birthday's on May 14th, so May 1st. May 1st. I mean,
May 1st?
Yeah. I need 5,000 for my birthday. By my birthday. Yeah.
You said April.
No, we're going May 1st.
You on May 1st?
Yeah.
You're going May 1st?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go April 18th.
April 18th.
Yeah. I'm gonna go April 18th.
Okay.
That's that we shooting for the fucking moon, but
Yeah.
hey,
we
the
could do it.
formula's rocking.
The formula's rocking. We got good content coming up. We got good content out already.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing this, please take a look at it. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that shit.
Yeah.
We need it. We love it. We appreciate it.
Hey, holla at us too, man. We got some guests some very special people that are gonna be coming up here.
Absolutely.
We got some stuff in the pipeline.
Absolutely.
We ain't just going willy-nilly week by week. We got some plans for the next few months.
Yeah.
Tap in with us, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
We ain't stopping. We're just going up.
We ain't stopping.
Congratulations, my boy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate you having you on here, man.
Yes, sir.
We just gonna keep rocking, man.
We're just
gonna keep rocking. Lens, thank you, baby girl.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of 7 p.m. in Philly. I'm Steve, my co-host Scooter.
Scoot G.
And we out this beach.
Y'all be safe. Peace and blessings.
Yes, sir.